Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about air. Importance of air in the life of every creature. So air is one of the five elements of existence, okay, and it play a very significant role in the life of each and every creature. Because without air no one survive. Just close your nose for 2 minutes. You realize the importance of air. That means without air life not survive in, you can say, in 1 or 2 minutes you will die. That is the importance of air. And since air is a dimension which you not see it but can feel it. If you want to see it, see the plants which are moving here and there with the help of air. Okay, if you want to experience air, go to the nature and just sit for some time. Your body, pore of your body experience the air, and all air is embedded in your each and every part of your body. Okay, so if you want to experience this dimension, you have to go in the nature and experience it. By watching videos, by reading books, by knowledge, by teachings, you do not get it. You only get it when you go to the nature and experience it by your own body. Okay, you can do it with many other things like just sit in your room and experience it. But if you truly want to experience it in its true form, then you have to go to the nature where air is at its full speed. At some time in a air at some time in a year, air is at its full speed. So at that time you realize the importance of air. In 1 year all the five elements of existence like water, soil, air, fire, space have some amount of time in which they reach their full potential. Okay, so importance of air is not only significant for life but for the other life which give, I can say, life to us, like fruits, vegetable, flower, each and everything require air. Okay, and in this video you can also clearly see I show you air with the help of the moving of plants and with the help of how the leaf of plants moving when air is blowing. Okay, so we, and this part, let me, part of air also show us a very significant part, that means air is a part of your life, and by cutting trees, by destroying environment, you harm, directly harm yourself, because at every moment you take 15 to 16 inhale and exhale. Okay, and inhalation exhalation is required for each and every living organism which are live on this planet earth, from micro organism to you, that means the first sophisticated human being, from ant to elephant, from human being to microcosmos, which have, or you can say, from single cell to multi cell. Each and every cell of our body require air, and through air they become healthy. And when our cells are healthy, our body is healthy, and when our body are healthy, we conduct our life in a good manner. And this is the ultimate. Okay, life and air. Without air there is no life. Okay, and there is much philosophy, spirituality and teachings are going on. That means where it is originated, who originate it. Okay, and is it a dimension which is really have some, you can say, time bound origin, that means at this time period it originated and then at this time die. See, we do not know. Okay, by experience we may know, but we do not know where it is created. By some, let's say, given fact in spirituality, in Indian spirituality, it is said that we are living in the 84th creation, and in future 20 more such creation are happening, and before that 83rd creation are happened. In all this creation, this five element of existence is present. Okay, but there is no clear cut data about when is air first appear on this planet. Okay, by science, by spirituality, by many teachings, by philosophy, by art, we know that we experience air, because I am living in the present time, so I experience air. But before my birth air is also present, and after my death may air is also present. It is do not in my experience that before my birth air is not, but it is because before my birth my mother and father is here. So if they are living, so air must be present because they are a life form. After my death many people living like a children which have 1 year or 2 years of age till now. So air is present before my birth and after my death, and I experience air in this time only. In terms of my experience, I experience air in this time only. So it is important that by meditation I have to understand the its origin and also its uh, ultimate, because through meditation you can download the data about the past and also download the data about the future, but you have to very casually use it, otherwise it harm your body, it harm your mind. Because when you try to download the data of your past, and as much as behind you go, it require as much as energy, and as much as far you go, it require as much as energy. So finding out the origin of air, I heard about that means we are living in the 84th creation, and before it 83rd happened, and after it 28 more happened. But it is not in my experience. In my experience is only this life from my birth till now. Okay, do not about future. But through meditation I also experience sometime that through meditation you can recycle some of the data of the past, or you can say all, but you have to be become do much sadhana, much activity on this part, because this part require a lot, this part require a lot of sadhana, meditation, and keeping your mind or body, or you can say your whole mechanism with the sync with the microcosmos. Okay, because see what is happening in this creation, every moment infinite things are happening, and everything is present in the whole universe, in the whole cosmos, from its beginning to end, from its beginningless to its endless. So if you want to experience this, if we want to experience this, we have to sync our body or mind with the larger cosmos. If we do not sync our body and mind with the larger cosmos, we do not understand it's in our experience. We may understand it by, you can say, we may understand it by reading books, by teachings, by hearing here and there, but it is not truly matter when it is not in our experience. Because when it is in our experience, we know that what it's the reality. If you want to find reality, it require a lot of effort, lot of devotion, lot of dedication, and when you achieve it, it is become a part of you completely, and you do not have to remember it. Okay, through meditation and through sadhana, you can say download the whole data about the past and present, and when you have a data about past, present, and future, and when you analyze it, you understand it very close to the reality about anything. So air is also one dimension. In geography we heard about air like trade winds, that type of wind, that type of winds. Air is wind causes harm, wind gives life, that means life and death both are given by the air. If Because natural processes are happening everywhere. If you go in the oceans, all the time water and air play a significant role. Birds are flying, that means air play a significant role. Plants are growing, fruits are, some plants are bearing fruit, that means air is playing a significant role. That means a role of air is important in each and every dimension. And we see birds is flying. So our main concern here is that if you want to know about its origin, you read about it, or if you want to, I can say, conclude it in or understand in its in a holistic form, you have to go not only to the books or teachings or philosophy or spirituality, you have to experience it, and this come only through some activity which you have to perform, not other beings. Okay, it is very easy to read books, listen teachings, watch videos, and gain some information about air and so other people, but it is difficult to experience it in its true form by your own. Okay, and it is really matter. So for that you have to put a lot of effort with your body, sync your body with the microcosmos, and for that you have to do various sadhana, that means various meditation, spirituality, yoga in its true form, and then sync your microcosmos with the macrocosmos, so that there is no mediator required to tell you what is air. Directly you experience air, and by meditation you know about its origin. and it is important because wherever you go in any parts of the world, air is present. And nowadays, you can say through science, people send satellite on many planets, on many galaxies, to find the five element of existence. That means to find air. That means human being live there or not. When people uh, climb on Everest, they put an oxygen bag on their back. When people go on a space mission, they put oxygen on their back or in their flight. So because without oxygen you cannot live in a moment, in a, you can say, in a minute you die, or you maximum in 2 minutes you will die. Okay, so it is important to at places where and air is also not present. Our planet is bubble with the atmosphere, which have a significant amount of oxygen. So people, and also it is limited, because in this range only this oxygen found. That's why only life found in this region. When you go Himalaya, that means at higher altitude, very less, or you can say very few organisms are found. When you go to space, very few organisms which have life are found. So people try to go on different planets and find air, water and other element of existence. That means life possible or not. So it is also very important for us to save this earth, because this earth is a, you can say, heaven for us. Not only any other planet we find air, not any other galaxy, not any other uh, area we till now we find air, but planet earth is full with air, and it is a life giving or life saving element. So we have to preserve it, and we have do not pollute it, because nowadays through vehicles, okay, through through cutting trees and through various other activity in terms of economy, in terms of politics, people pollute the air. And when you breathe the polluted air, your system not function in a good way, because you give them a bad fuel. Okay, air is a fuel. Without it you do not live, or you can say without it you do not live in 1 to 2 minutes. So, and it's simple. See, if you, I can say, if you do not have a fuel for cooking, for uh, or running, or you can say driving a vehicle, you survive for, let's say, 10 to 15 days. Without food you survive 10 to 15 days. Without driving you survive more than a year, or even in your whole life. But without air you do not survive in 1 to 2 minutes. So its importance is more than any other fuel. Okay, so we have to preserve this fuel first. Okay, other fuels may take care of later, but we have to preserve this fuel first, because its importance is for every life, and every life is depend on each other in a very complex manner. If we destroy anything, it impact humanity, it impacts the whole creation and all. If I talk about humanity, that means because human being experience by their own experience only. So if anything, you any element, because you are made up of the five element of existence, air is a part of it. So if you destroy any life, you destroy the core of your body. Okay, you destroy the core of your body. When you pollute any air, it directly impacts you. Okay, when you keep air clean in your environment, it is good for you, but overall it is not good for the whole planet earth, because air is not just present on one place, and if you keep it in a good state, you live a good life. For certain amount of time you live a good life, because that type of air is mostly present in your area. But air is also exchanging, air of the whole planet exchanging every time air from the north moves to south, south to north, east to west in a certain period of year. So we have to understand that air is not a fuel which is created by the human being, or we dug from the uh, you can say mines and use it in our vehicles. No, it is a fuel which you cannot control it. Air is not in your control. You have to just keep it in a good state, because you can understand the importance of air, that if just suck out the air, just suck out the air from the whole planet, everything is collapsed within 1 to 2 minutes. everything, not you, every plant, every microbe, every bird, everything which come out from the plant, everything is dead. So air is present in each and every life form, and it is a part of their life. Without air we do not see trees, without air we do not see birds, without air we do not see animals or fruits, vegetables, sounds. All things are gone. That means mystery of the whole creation is gone when we suck out the air from the whole planet. We see birds, their sounds, their chirping. We see plants and beautiful flower in it. Everything is gone. Everything is gone when we suck air from it. Because air is present in the body of each and every life form. Whatever you think of, whatever you think of, I show you this. Say, this is a plant, green plants. Air is a part of their life, is embedded in their root, in their stems, in their leaves, in their flowers, in their fruits. Everywhere air is embedded, and and we see beautiful flowers, okay, beautiful sounds, beautiful sceneries, beautiful, you can say, uh, life form, like various amount of life form within the I can say under the oceans, above the oceans, in the sky, on the ground. That means a different types of creature. Air is see fish. When you see when you go to ocean and see fish, some fish come taking their life at risk and come to the top of the ocean to suck air from the planet Earth and then go beyond. And there is a lot of risk because other animals may kill him. Okay, so in terms of preserving nature, in terms of also keeping your life in a good condition or keeping your body in a good condition, and whatever activity you do, whatever activity you think of, air play a significant role because you are alive. And if air is a part of your life, so how you can live a good life without a good air, or if you destroy the air? So air is not in control. That means you do not know how to, I can say, how to control air. That means in which part. Say if air people try to control it, many people try to control it, but it is good that it is not in their control, because if people try to control it air, they use it in for their own benefit and destroy other things. That's why air is, we do not know when it is originated, we do not know when it end, and we also do not know, okay, that means where its potential is high, where its potential is low, in which part of the world. Okay, even if we travel in the whole world, let's say if I spend 1 to 2 days in one area and then move on to other area, air is moving much faster than you, and it changes the whole geography of the planet Earth. Okay, so do not try to, like I said, control the air. Understand the nature, pay devotion, pay respect to it, and keep try to keep it in a good state. Okay, this is the only concern. If we, and it is not a duty of few individual, it is the duty of each and every human being. Become each and every human being consume it. Whatever you take it from the nature, it is your responsibility to give it back to the nature. Okay, if you take air, it is your responsibility to keep it in a good state. Okay, so air is important in art, air is important in science, air is important in mathematics, in spirituality, in philosophy. It is important in travel, it is important in keeping our planet in a good state, to understand the life on other planet. Okay, if we do not have air, we do not have endeavor to other planets, we do not have endeavor to climb the mountains, because without oxygen we do not go there. We manufacture oxygen in the lab with the help of air which are present in the nature. Whatever you do, you take basic idea from the nature and then you apply in your lab, in your mind, in your thought. Teachings are all about the creation. Whatever you make is all about competition with the nature. Whatever machine, whatever robot, whatever type of science and technology, biotechnology, nanotechnology, whatever come, everything is a idea from the nature, and you try to compete with the nature. But it is important that you understand that nature or creation is a thing which is much sophisticated, much, you can say, much in union, much in sophisticated, and whatever you think of, okay, in terms of its sophistication, in terms of its intelligence, in terms of its union. Everything is so strong that you cannot destroy it. If you destroy it, you harm. And even if you you harm, then everything is, let's say, if pollute the air at some amount of time, if uh, air is polluted in most parts of the world, then many people die, very few survive, and they understand that importance of air, then preserve it. And if not, then all humanity die, and after that other creature live on planet earth, enjoy nature and preserve, because they do not destroy. Human being destroy, human being pollute. Through infrastructure they pollute the air, through driving they pollute the air, okay, through making things, so in industry they pollute the air, by cutting tree they pollute the air. So human beings are solely responsible for that. Other creatures do not cut tree, do not make things, do not drive here and there. All these things are important for the development of the country, but be systematic, or you can say be conscious now, because everything is important nowadays. In every part of the world, industrialization, economic activities are at its peak, and they pollute the air, you can say, at its peak. That means nothing is left. You, many people in metropolitan city, in the city, live a bad life because they inhale and exhale, you can say, inhale bad air, bad quality of air, okay, and that's why their life expectancy is gone, reduced drastically. So it is important that how much money you have, how good lifestyle you live, how much you can say good food you eat, this is not important. Important is keep air, keep five element of existence in a good state, and air is the most important one, because without for you live for let's say a week or fortnight, but without air you do not live in a moment. So in terms of time span, air is important, because in terms of time span air is important because it require a very less time, or you can say it give you a very less time to live, okay. If just take an hypothetical case, when air is polluted, whole humanity will die. So all other things which we created in terms of buildings, in terms of architecture, in terms of culture, in terms of our knowledge, our infrastructure, everything is gone. Nothing is required. Nothing policy program, nothing is required, because everything is gone, because you pollute the core of the creation. Air is the core of the creation. That means every creation, air plays a significant role. So if you suck out, then everything is gone, and if everything is gone, every physical object is gone, and in physicality you also play a significant role. So when humanity is gone, all your thought, all your experience, all your knowledge, all you can say your activity on daily basis, what you conduct without becoming conscious, are gone. So consciousness is the core of any problem, and consciousness is the solution of any problem, okay. If you become conscious, you are able to solve anything in its true form and in a very short span of time, okay. So it is important that we preserve air, because without it humanity gone. When humanity gone, all the things we created from our, let's say, first creation till this 84th creation, everything is gone, okay. So I hope you understand my concern about the air and why it is important, and its importance for other life form also, okay. So I show you some beautiful natural picture which I can say take air and live a good life. So see, sounds of birds are chirping, plants are happy, standing and enjoy the air, okay. And beautiful, let's say, beautiful thing come out from some tree. You do not know what it is, but without air it is not possible, okay. You also see leaf of tree is moving with the help of air, okay. I can also experience air, but I do not show you, so I tell you in the form of words, okay. So see, whatever you see, whatever you perceive from your five element, for your five senses, is also with the help of air, Okay, because without air you do not live, so we do not live, so how you experience? It is a basic concept, no? Okay, see, these beautiful scenes, these beautiful things are destroyed or completely gone when we pollute the air. When you pollute the air, these types of beautiful tree and this type of beautiful fruits are not come out from this plant, because this plant is unhealthy. When anything is unhealthy, how can you expect that good thing come out from it? No. Okay, these beautiful birds are chirping and enjoying their life. Okay, this is possible with the help of air, with the help of good and clean air. In this area where I live, air is in very clean, very, because on daily basis I do yoga and meditation and experience. So in this area air quality is quite good, but when you move on to the other industrial area, their air quality is very bad. Industry is also required, but we have to plant more tree in that area. We have to plant more tree in that area because uh, due to, if we plant more tree in that area, then trees suck the carbon dioxide and air of that area is also clean. Okay, but people, due to their you can say beautification of their company, beautification of their rooms, beautification of their vehicles, they do not keep plant more trees and cut trees and control it in their own. That means make a stylish tree, that means cutting the branches, cutting the leaves, and then make a stylish tree. These things are good, but first, these all things are secondary or tertiary, but first is you have to preserve air. If this is done, then try to do beautification, try to do other things. You live you improve your lifestyle, you improve your, I can say, architecture, you improve other things, but you destroy the core of the creation. That means you destroy the air itself. So it is not good, it is not good. Okay, we have to first solve problem from its core and then go to the surface. Lifestyle beautification is a surface thing, air is the core thing. Okay, when air is not in a good state, everything is gone, or even if not gone, then it is not in a good form, or in a, at this point of time, it is not expected from the humanity that they live or they produce a child which is less capable than their previous generation. Okay, and air is also present there, because air, if air is not good, you are healthy. If you are healthy, child produced from you is also unhealthy, and that guy, if you do not keep this environment in a good state, that future generation produce other unhealthy child for the other future generations. So this process going on, and after some point of time, human beings may live, but not in a good condition, not in a full-fledged form. Okay, see, today rain is happening, so I can see you the beautiful picture of droplets of rain on the plants. Okay, so through this you can also understand, through air, if air is present in a significant amount, rain is you can say good amount of rain is happening in this area, and this is also important for plants to grow on its full form. Okay, on many you can say areas where water is not present, then agriculture suffer a lot. Okay, many types of food security problem, many types of problems related to bad quality of soil, it's come because water is not present there, and water present with air. Okay, if you plant more number of trees and a good, when you plant more number of trees, a good quality of air is there, because to supporting that tree, and when good quality of air and good quality of soil is there, water is automatically come to help them. Okay, so see, all these five elements are related in a much good manner. There are some geographical area where you cannot plant tree, and even soil is not good, or you can say even more rain is not happening, but air is present everywhere, be it in desert, be it in Antarctica, be it in polar regions, okay, wherever. Even the land is not good, but air is present everywhere. Air is present everywhere, on every, you can say, nook and corners of the planet Earth. Air is present. So we have to understand that uh, even soil is not good, even water is not reached properly to some areas, but air is there. So you can take your own water bottles, your own, you can say, food, but air is automatically present there. In space and in the higher altitude, you also take your own air in terms of oxygen bank and in terms of other things. Okay, so I hope this is enough for today's lecture, to talk about air and to talk about other things. So I hope you love this topic. Namaskaram. Thank you.